decades plus of iconic music. Kurt, Roland, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
And for being together.
Incredible.
Here's a toast to your relationship.
Invisible champagne.
Since they first sang together in 1981 and sold over 30 million albums worldwide. Tears for Fears, the boys from Bath, England have sealed their spot in pop music history.
We're kind of that band that have been around a long time and on the periphery sometimes, but never disappearing.
But from 1990 to 1999, these two guys didn't even speak. They went their separate ways, leaving fans confused and hoping for a reunion.
Those 9 years were hell.
The 9 years in the wilderness. We were struggling, I think, as a partnership. We were desperate to find out who we were.
After the 90s apart, who was the one that came back and said, I can't quit you?
It was.
Well, I don't think it was like that, really.
Well, you know, Phil Collins got divorced by fax. Well, we got
back together by
we got remarried by
fax.
fax. Kurt said, "Hey, here's my number. Give me a call." And I was like, "Whoa."
Wait a minute, come on, a 90s fax machine is what played such a pivotal role in one of the greatest duos in music history? One of the pivotal moments of your career is when you wrote Everybody Wants to Go to War, and which became Everybody Wants to Rule the World,
Mm-hmm.
but it was Go to War.
It was terrible. Everybody Wants to Go to War is such a grubby title.
Yeah.
That when that was switched to Everybody Wants to Rule the World, that was the point at which we knew we could record it.
That song would become their biggest smash hit. Staying #1 for weeks in June of 1985 and returning to the charts 36 years later in 2021. Even Lorde did her own version of the 80s anthem for the Hunger Games soundtrack.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
There's something wonderful about tracks that are as simple as that, and you know, I would cite Mad World as well, which is a pretty simple song. That really translate incredibly well.
Their music has translated over the decades to millions of fans for almost half a century. So now with a new album out, the guys are back by popular demand, and their hit Vegas residency at the Fontainebleau is going to continue next month. I'm sure you never thought about Vegas, but it went well.
It went incredibly well, yeah.
There were a lot of our own fans who'd flown in from around America.
It was sort of a no-brainer for us.
What is your favorite thing about Kurt?
Well, that's a beautiful question. He was far more confident than I was in the beginning. And that really, really helped me.
What is your favorite thing about Roland?
I would say the balance. We tend to have each other's backs. It's an Austin Powers, you know, you complete me. Our lives are far easier in this profession with each other.
Absolutely.
Right, it's like half the stress.
It's half the stress and half the check.
And half the joy.